Oh! Oh, hey, this thing. Right. Yes. So... Oh, you relax, buddy. I gotta find the damn thing. Ah! While I was off camera at various points, I found all the friendly monsters. And that's the last one. And he handed a diamond. And now you can reach the round guy. The round guy, of course, being Ozma. But we don't have to worry about that for a minute. And I think I ended up mostly just throwing most of the AP on the ground there like a fool. Because... Of course, Zidane has the Rebirth Ring equipped, but he's already finished learning Auto Life. I'm going to re-equip him with the Feather Boots, because that's going to be very useful. Very, very soon. Meanwhile, I think everyone else is good to go. For the time being. Oh, also we're on the Gold Chocobo, so we can fly with this thing. Unfortunately, we do need to do airship flight in order to complete the upcoming plot moment here. So to fly on the Chocobo, you have to be in a forest, and you press X to take off. The controls are basically the same as you know already from airship flight. And you press circle to land, but again, you can only land in a forest, as we've already discussed. And there's our flying boat. And we'll get off. We'll leg it a little bit. I'm sure that we'll probably be safe? Question mark. Alrighty. So, now our job is to set out and find the 4 shrines. And here's the first one. The Water Shrine. Master Duel got another ban list. I haven't looked at that. I reinstalled Master Duel. I think I'm probably going to make a new account to build whatever deck I decide to build. There may be some Master Duel in the New Year's Eve stream. I'm not 100% sure yet. We will find out. And yeah, Zidane, of course. Alright, so, yeah. Freya and Knuckles are going to take the mountain crater. Garnet is very, very clueless. Oh, well. Alright, so let's put these 2 chuckleheads in our party just to have fewer equipping screens, I guess. Now, we remember where the volcano is. How much do I have for character names? 7 letters. I do have the naming way card. I could go back and rename people for, like, the final showdown if I felt like it. Unfortunately, as I've said before, we can't quite fit Knuckles without mangling it a little bit. But for now... Oh. For now, most importantly, we're dropping off the 2 red party members over in the Fire Shrine. Oh. Wow, Zidane, that's fucking rude. Alright. I'd say don't be an asshole to him, but I think he deserves it, so... Ask Vivi to babysit Steiner. Oh. That's some good naming. Good phrasing there, pardon me. So anyway... Yes, I believe the Guarded by a Tornado is very deep in the lower reaches of the Forgotten Continent. I think. Squinting a little bit at the screenshot, because now I'm like, I literally, the last time I remember a tornado was at Clara. And it's clearly not there. Because, in case you forgot, that place is fucking gone. There it is. Right up on top of this mountaintop here. Stand behind him, Vivi. You'll be fine. Toolkit. I mean, he's definitely... Well... Give him some nice heavy shoes. So right now, Quina is as kitted out as we're possibly going to get. There are a couple of moves that I would like to have for this, like Bad Breath. And Night would also be quite handy, but I think I can live without both of them. And quite frankly, I don't want to waste like an hour and a half looking for the one enemy that gives Bad Breath right now. Because I don't even think we can encounter Malboros at this point, and of course we all know that generally speaking, if you want Bad Breath, you gotta meet the Malboro Man. That's terrible. Don't suggest that about a 6-year-old. That'll get me killed. Wait. Leftovers good. Well, about that, Quina, you're gonna have a hell of a feast in a few minutes here. Ruh-roh. I'm not sure what you expected, champ. I hope so. Yeah, you've got... Eiko, just relax. They're probably supposed to be like chunks of ice, but they look like ice cubes a little bit. Or, well, they look like ice cubes a little bit, but they look more like blobs, so. Alright. Real quick, I do want to go in here and make a quick ability adjustment. We'll put that on Zidane. And you can see these two chuckleheads both have auto haste going on. I don't know that ad status is really that useful, but Quina can slow enemies with their big fork. So I think we're good. Ruh-roh. Ooh. Well, that's an interesting thing to see. It's a throwback to FF1. Who could imagine? The Guardians of Terra, huh? Alright, time for some ass kicking from that party. Do we get to see the others? As always. I trust you, Vivi. See, Steiner is like turning into a good man, and only whenever Vivi is around, you know. Oh, Queena. You're, as always, just the delight of the party. Do we get to see what the hell Garnet and Eiko are fighting? The answer is no. So here we are, we're fighting the Earth Guardian. It's basically FF1 Lich. And as you can kind of tell, the Fire Fiend was basically Carrie, or Marilith was her name in more recent versions. And I guess the implication is supposed to be that... Ouch! The implication is supposed to be that fucking hurts, I guess. The implication is supposed to be that Garnet and Eiko are fighting Kraken, more or less. Oh, this is gonna do nothing for you, champ. Oh, is it just blocked? You have something that blocks the damage instead of... Oh, boo-earns. That was kind of silly of me, but whatever. It's because Queena's a very goofy creature. Where's our... White Wind, yeah. Oh, God. I think Queen is dead from that. Yep. Well, we got the rubber suit. We got the Avenger. So we've got both of the items that we can steal from this boss. Neither of which, I believe, are super important. You know, jinxing it a little bit on that one, but eh. Put auto life on yourself, Queena, because you're going to need it at this rate. I really should have given them slightly different gear that didn't block Earth, because yeah, if they could heal off of this, that'd be great. And that should be hit number 4 for the purposes we need here. Yes. Okay, now this boss is special because we can actually eat it. Ha ha! Yes, and we learned Earthquake. Earthshake, pardon me. Queena said something about eating an Earth Guardian at one point, and guess what they do? They fucking eat the boss. Oh my god. I want that to just be like the canon result very badly because it's legitimately absolutely hilarious. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, nope. Oh, do, 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 do. Uh, I don't know what's going on here. What you do, doofuses? Oh, Aiko's just being a weirdo as usual. She said a bunch of dots. She's speaking in Morse code. Unlike everybody else who just ellipses in a normal manner. Well, let's find out what this guy is doing here. I mean, it doesn't hurt, does it? You never seem to have been able to understand the guy anyway, so... Yeah. Right. Freya, get in the party so that way you can be an actual damage dealer. Lena, you are not really super helpful to us at this juncture. Garnet, you're in as well, and, we'll take Knuckles for our fourth party member. Give me a sec here. I'm taking a look over a list of some items that we can't get after this point. Is it necessary to get most of these? I mean, it probably doesn't hurt, but... I think we're pretty much good to go at this point. But I do want to take a quick look over everybody's abilities real quick in terms of who's got what. And I guess we should probably equip the gang with whatever would actually be good for them. Look at this. It's everything different magic. I like that thing. The Demon's Best can stay on. I don't need the feather boots anymore, so... With the Rosetta Ring? Yeah, stats on that are alright. Freya has the Protect Ring on, which is fine. Dragon's Hair is the current stabbing implement of choice. Does this thing have any elements? No, it does not. That I don't think is her ultimate weapon, but I clearly don't remember. Shield. Oh yeah, she can equip the rubber suit. All the girls can equip that at various points. And she gets a passive called Eye for Eye for it, which improves her counterattack damage. Now, darn it, you are, like, all up to date, I think, at this point. Coronet. Ooh, right, I forgot I have this thing. The Holy Mitre. That'll take her defense down by 1, but it will buff her magic defense and her ability to do things with casting. And I know she's already got her best weapon equipped. The Whale Whisker is neat and all, but the Tiger Racket is definitely the best choice. Ancient Aroma can probably be substituted at this point because... Oh yeah, she hasn't even gotten Auto Haste yet. She could use that, alright. Now, Mr. Fistman, do you have any passes you can get here other than I know you need Auto Haste, but listen, it takes a while. Oh, the Rebirth Ring is very important for you, champ. Alright. Red Hat? No, the Coronet is better. Are the Kaiser Knuckles still your strongest? Oh shit, that's pretty cool. Slight attack power hit here, but we don't have to worry about losing against anything that blocks wind damage. Like, those red Vepals were very annoying because of that. Because one of my characters attacked with holy damage and the other one with wind damage. That kind of sucked. But in exchange, we not only get an add status for instant death, which is very unlikely to work, but he learns an ability from it. So, yeah, very important choice there. Along with swapping over the Demon's Vest, I think I kind of want to keep him on regular damage duty. Dane, can you equip this? Yes, and it's much better for you, even though it takes away some more of your magic evasion. Whatever, I wouldn't imagine that I wouldn't assume him to be able to pull off any magic evasion anyway. So yeah, I think I am gonna go pick up some stuff that's missable, just to make sure in case I decide to go a little bit hog wild later with synthing various items. Plus, we have like 600,000 gil. I mean, realistically, a lot of this stuff is pretty cheap, so I think we'll be able to live with doing a big gil dump like this. Where's the place where Black Mage Village hangs out? Right here. Can we can't land at it because it doesn't have an airport, obviously. But also, right, the airship doesn't like landing in the Booerns. Well, I guess let's go back and get the bird, because it's easier to use that. Fingers, yeah, that's multiple jokes, actually. so where's... That's right, here it is. Land. Set out. And go a little bit around this lump. Music is still really goofy. I have to go in through the other side. Pardon me. Alright. Oh no, that's just the regular item shop. You sell gear? You sell... Oh, you're a synth guy. What's the gear shop in this town? Is it all the way on the other side of... Bleh. Is this it? This looks like a place. Yep. Alright. So, what do we need out of here that's missable? It's all stuff further down. Bandanas. Chain plates. Leather plates are in here as well. And mithril vests. Actually, I probably should check these through this menu, right? Not manual, auto. Alright, so I'll start by looking at the stuff that I get through Estogaza, because I was gonna say, I'm quite sure that I need to go to Yver or Desert Palace for some of these, but I see I don't need to do Mithril Claws, Trident. I probably need another Green Beret. Fairy Flute? Yeah, I have enough Fairy Flutes. I'll look at Green Beret when I scroll down to it properly. Oh no, I've got enough of those. Alright, so clearly I've actually been paying attention to the guide a little bit. That's so unlike me, that's fucked up. I got enough gold armor, judo uniform. I need one more of those, okay. That'd be something that's kind of interesting. I know there is a mod out there that, among a few other things, makes Beatrix playable. So that's neat. 4 diamond gloves. I know I have enough diamond swords. Flame saber? Do I have 2 flame sabers? I got 1. Is the other one equipped to Steiner? I'll just buy another one, I guess. That's fine, because that's at Estogaza anyway, so that's easy. 2 heavy lance. I believe I bought 2 scissor fangs. Yeah, 2 scissor fangs, because I was smart and I thought ahead about that. We got 1 silver fork. I don't know if we can get the other upgrades without doing frog stuff, so I'll pick up another one of those. That's easy enough. Black hoods. I have 6. Someone might be using one of those, so I'll... No, 6 is enough. Never mind. So we're good there. Osir's Rod. Okay, we're at 2 Osir's Rod. 2 Hamelin. I saw 2 Hamelin. Oh, right. She has the other one equipped. Might need to pick up another one of those, because I forget if she gets more weapons. Probably does, but we'll do it anyway. Got 2 octagon rods already. 2 obelisk. Do I have? Yes. I've been remembering to try to buy 2 of everything as it shows up. Rune blade. We got 3 of those. Alrighty. 2 tiger fangs. Almost definitely have that. What I would like to say, but I have none of them apparently. That's choice on my part. I'll fix that in a sec. And 3 diamond armor. Yes. Alright, so... Beatrix is partially playable. Insofar as... Remember how Marcus was playable earlier in the game? Where he didn't have abilities to learn, but he could borrow your gear and was a temporary party member? It's that sort of concept. Yeah, basically. Okay, so our first thing that we need to do is we need to head off to... Well, we can go to Daguerreo first if we want to, but we also kind of need to stop off at Yver or Desert Palace, but I feel like stopping in this place first instead. Just for a little bit of a change of scenery. Or something. Okay, yeah, you're right outside. We have more than enough diamond swords. I bought those because I thought they'd be good damage. They, shockingly, are not. Yeah, we'll buy an extra silver fork. As I said before, I have enough green berets, but I'm buying another one anyway. And a judo uniform. Yeah, I think that would be a pretty interesting thing to do with it if you could figure out what you were doing there. I know that there's a randomizer for the PC version of this too, so you can do some stuff with that. And it supports randomizing characters' weapon classes too. I've seen some stuff where it's like those guys equipping different types of weapons, and it just like reposes the skeleton properly compared to the rest of the... You know what I'm saying. I think. Okay, so there's a... Yeah, there's a... Good, I don't have to actually get back in the airship chest yet. Disembark and go into the hidden city here and go pick ourselves up some tiger fangs. How do I not have those? The hell? Whatever. I'll fix this problem in just a second. Oh, you're just the synthesizer. Oh no, he's the guy who sells stuff. I need a bunch of these at some point, so I'm picking those up now. Yeah, how did I just miss these? What the hell am I doing? I have anything else that looks vaguely useful. Oh yeah, pick up an extra of those, that's fine. I think that was the last thing that we needed from EG. Yes. No, I'll pick up the Flame Saber at EG as well. As I almost say as also. That's real clever of me. Except for the other part. Yeah, nowhere to dock here. Sail the airship down somewhere. Should be pretty doable. Did it before. I just need ground flat enough, I guess. There we go. That works. It may not necessarily be ideal, but whatever. Ah, yes, we've seen these before. Good job, darn it. Game, please relax. This encounter rate is going a little nutty. But hey, Blazer Beetles, those are quite easy. It does help if people actually land hits, though. Excuse me. Yeah, a lot of these just exact same encounters. We've seen these before. And that's why I'm mashing through them so hard, because... whatever. I think I saw Freya gain a level there, so... that's pretty nice. But also, goddamn, everybody's got a lot of AP needs here. Yeah, I guess we've only really gotten in like 2 or 3 fights, so that's probably why Garnet is still taking that long to get that. Which, fair enough, I get it. My fault for not really doing much of actual work there, but I mean, I got most of the Chocobo stuff, so... got me a little slack there or something. Anywho, I think we're good to go on, like, everything here at this point. Not the one cross helmet? That's weird. Anyway. Yeah, we should now be good to go into space. So let's head back outside. But I'll be right back. Hang on a sec. Alright, everybody, I am back. Get the headphones on, and off we shall go. Alright, so now it's off to the Shimmering Island, which is in one of the ice areas. We saw it earlier. And I think I said it was important, or I mentioned that we saw it earlier when it came up in plot discussion. Yeah, here it is. There we go. We get in here, and it's off to the races in space. They're giving us a suck. I mean, it might be a pretty big one, so, yeah, just keep going. We are ready to go. I mean, it might be a little tough, but we are Final Fantasy characters, so all of us have, like, invincible knees. We can take this. It definitely looks like another world, I'll say that for sure. And I can say that for free. Wait, Dracula? What the fuck are you doing here? It's Garland. No, it's not Dracula. I'm sorry. Slow down. Fucking old man. Ugh, he's a philosophy major. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, he really is a philosophy major. Ugh. Can I beat him up? I say this as a philosophy major myself. I want to throw this guy off this bridge. Well, okay, good. It looks like the rest of the party lived. Yeah, but everybody is more concerned about Zidane's hallucinations, I would assume. Now, here's where we're going to start running pretty hard into 4-character slot syndrome. Because Freya is really good here, for obvious reasons of the fact that she has Dragon's Crest and it's maxed out. So she's a whole nuke strapped to more nukes. Zidane has to come because, yes, Garnet is our best healer, and Knuckles is a very strong, well-rounded character. He does great damage. He's got some very useful spells in his little set of stuff. But on the other hand, Vivi is quite good for his flare ability. That would be quite helpful. Steiner does some good physical attacks, even with being, lagging behind a little bit. And these two exist. So I think we're sticking with this for now. It seems like the Freya, Garnet, Knuckles option is probably our best bet. So, Freya, do you have counter-equipped still? You do, so you can probably take advantage of Eye for Eye, which increases your counterattack activation rates. And we'll give everybody accuracy plus because goodness knows that missing attacks sucks. For us. For them, we're glad when it happens. For quite obvious reasons. Wait, was that another human-ish fellow who wasn't Dracula? No, seriously, why is he Dracula? We got a coronet. I think everybody has got that equipped already who can. Except for her, because she has better. Like I said, everybody who can, so Freya is not allowed. Even though, again, she's just wearing a raincoat. And yet she's also our other heavy armor party member. Besides, what's his name? The guy that I keep making fun of. Okay, so I think this is probably a good choice to equip. Yeah, that looks alright. Okay, so what kind of enemies does Terra have in store for us? Oh, that'll be a Heck Dice for sure. Yeah. Can we steal anything good from these? It's got a high potion, so... no. That's what I'm going with. Oh, it drained us. Lovely. Well, here, let's just erase this thing immediately. Just bye. Hey, she got long reach. Alrighty. We can swap that item out for something else? She's gotta have abilities she doesn't have yet, right? Like, I'm pretty sure that I left some stuff on the table here. Ooh, the battle boots give her initiative. That is very helpful. Collect rings already maxed out. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, the auto life ring is going to be the next one. And running shoes. But right now, we've got a couple of other situations with these guys needing those. So, yeah. Elixir, alright. And there she is again. She kind of looks like a little bit like Zidane, but a girl. That's odd. I'd keep running from you, and if, you know, you get where I'm going with this gag, I'm sorry. It's easy, but still... Alright, so here's a ringleader, and you can tell by its big, spiky ring thing. Ah, yes, that's the least useful thing that you could do at that time, buddy. And yep. Yeah, so there's eye for eye learned, so we can maybe equip the rubbers, move the rubber suit over the I'm bad at words. Help me. Actually, I kind of like its stats on her. She can keep that. I don't really need to unblind Garnet. If that becomes my main source of physical damage, something has gone wrong. And if physical attacking with her is my main source of damage with her, then something has gone even wronger still. Got a Mithril Racket. And go down this weird spiderweb shit. A Demon's Vest. I mean, no, of course not. But you weren't here when we went over that, so I can't say much about that, really. Oh, disgusting. Roulette, huh? Well, let's just wait until it does anything. And, of course, it gets Garnet. You're a real asshole, you know that? I probably would rather have... Well, it's fine, because we have 2 revivers. If it had gotten Freya, that would have been worse. Just don't kill her with that. I mean, that hurt, but not by enough. But also, man, this thing is shockingly fast. Surely I'm not under-leveled for this part of the game. No, I know that I'm not. It's just the enemy here is quite fast. Again, it would help out if I put everybody who got auto haste with auto haste, so... First of all, Garnet, heal yourself. Use your large amounts of mana for that. Oh, you don't have level up on, do you? Should probably fix that. Yeah, I think this will be a good enough set. I didn't even have to unequip more things to let her get auto haste. How you doing with that? Close, not quite. But sooner rather than later. I do remember that there's an enemy here that, like, really sucks. So... we'll see him when we do. It's not this guy. I mean, this guy's a little bit irritating, but it's fairly minor, all considered. Ugh. All right, dude, sure, I... just... oh... okay, never mind. I can't be mad anymore. That... We're losing the experience for it, but that was... no, we're still gaining the experience for... All right! You know what? That's a sequence of events, all right? I am kind of happy about that. That was funny. Alright, so... Knuckles, tell me, does Demi-Shock do what I think it does? Amount of damage depends on the enemy's HP, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like quarter damage or so. Quarter of max HP damage, rather. And yeah, another ringleader. Get a preemptive strike, which is nice. We don't have to see what this stupid thing has yet. And instead we can just death ray it. Thankfully we're still at a point where all the enemies are less than 10,000 max HP. Not bosses, but all the regular enemies, sure. So we can still make excellent use of that move. I mean, even against regular enemies, it's great too, but I'm like infinitely happy for anything that one-shots an enemy. Now, Minerva's plate is an interesting item because you would see the name plate and you would think, oh, it's armor, right? And yes, it is, but you would also think that it would be the kind that would be heavy armor only. No, Garnet can equip it. It's just that this is, how does that stack up to... It's a bit stronger than the diamond armor. It's about on par, really. Whereas if I give that to Garnet, you can see that it's, like, not good. We're trading a lot for 1 point of magic, and the 1 point of spirit probably offsets that a little bit. So, yeah, getting the chocographs does kind of ruin the balance a little bit for you. Alright, so here's another heck. A while back, I switched over from using the like giant 48-ounce glasses I was using for water over to a hard plastic water bottle. Big downside of it is that it's a hell of a lot noisier to take a drink from it sometimes. So if I'm over here hydrating in the middle of a stream, sometimes it'll just be like a nasty suction noise. And I'm not talking about my game performance. Da-da-da-da-da. That looks like it's got good stats for you, Garnet. Go ahead and equip that. I mean, Boo earns to -2 speed, but that's a fairly minor thing in the greater scheme. Oh, goodness. Huh? Home? What are you talking about? What's that vibration? It's not even like an earthquake, it's just vibration. Gotcha. See, I would say that's kind of strange just by virtue of the sheer amount of Funko Pop releases that exist, but I can't actually speak on that as well as all that. This is getting strange, huh? There's something going on, clearly. Yeah, Steiner, you go ahead and take care. Well, we are down a white mage for the next, like, 5 minutes or something. You know what? I'm feeling confident that I can get along without Aiko. So, Vivi, why don't you get in the party? You're kind of cool. You again. And everyone looks the same. Oh my god, are they clones? Oh, I'm spoiling things a little bit, sorry. Actually, the fact that I said that that's a spoiler is where the real spoiler comes in, but I digress. We got a flash hat. I don't 100% know what that does. Would you like to tell me, game? We'll teach Zidane eye for eye, and... better magic defense, 1 point of speed, raises our thunder and holy elemental attack. Yeah, sure, let's put it on you. Anything else worth equipping to Vivi? Oh, he doesn't even have auto regen yet, so I guess we'll leave that on him. You guys got anything to say? Possess no age, we were built this way. Oh my god, they are clones. Well then. Alright, in here? Anything going on? It just looks like beds. Yeah, I don't know, this seems like the weird machine town, so that could be a bit of an issue. Huh? Oh boy. That's a misunderstanding, alright? Eiko, Oh, Eiko, you are a strange child on so many levels. I mean, be specific. What's the deal? It wasn't a storm. The eye on that air. Yeah, we kind of guessed that, I think, earlier. We did see the eye in the cutscene. That it was the Invincible that destroyed Manansari. Steiner, relax. She's... Eiko, you can't just come out here and be like, hey, you're still white. Oh. Eiko, shut up with that name calling. Jesus. Although, I mean, by comparison to Zidane, if they're all Zidane clones, then, like, yeah, I guess she would be, right? Oh god, would they be allowed to have a girl Zidane clone in this era? And everybody's just checking out the Aetheryte. Nobody's attuned to it, so if they get pulled away, they're not able to use return here. Okay, I think there's still some more stuff we can do here first. Yeah, I don't want to skip too much ahead here. And it feels like I was getting pretty close to accidentally doing that. I mean, there's a Moogle pom-pom sticking out of it, so, I think I can guess. Moorock. What you got, champ? Well, first, let's Mognet you. Deliver a letter to Mosme. Alright, well, I can do that for you. I guess there's probably another Moogle on this planet. And there is a lot of shit here for sale. This is a very well-packed story. You can see with all these daggers first. And then we get Defender for Rusty. We'll grab 2 because we usually do that. Get another Avenger. Oh, we can actually get the upgrade to Queen's Fork. Nice. Remember, we're buying 2 of everything just to be oh god, why'd I buy that many fucking forks? I don't need that. Well, whatever. We have money coming out of the ears here, so like it'll be fine. Coronet, flash hats. I like how Queena can't equip it, so get a couple of those. Adamant hats. 7? Yeah, that should cover us. Platinum helm. 3. Demon's vest. A couple more Minerva plates. Platinum armor. 3. And you can see that we are significantly poorer, but of course, that's partially because I did a dumb thing and I bought grotesque amounts of that fork. Well, let it never be said that I have never made a fool of myself, because that would be a load of shit. Because for example, I just did. Oh, these aren't that useful. I think the flash out is going to be our actual equipment for most of this period here. Alright, let's save real quick with old Murok here. Oh, hey, Stiltskin. Stiltskin gives us a diamond, an ether, and an elixir. The hell are you doing all the way in outer space, my dude? Ah, whatever. Don't go in the glowing green light yet. There was a chest in here. Yes, there it is. Alright, now let's rest up. Probably don't need to, but we'll do it anyway. Alright, so there was something about an underground laboratory, you said? Let's go and have a look at this underground laboratory here. First, check for items, as you do. Nice, we got an elixir. Alright, you. Yeah, they're clones, all right. Well, they're certainly not awake, so. Genomes, huh? They live in this village. The seed given to us all. Its name is Genome, huh? Yeah, Zidane. I mean, he actually had things that were going on in his life, so. I mean, some sort of explanation would be helpful. Ah, boy, of course the protagonist is special. Right. Good old RPG writing. No place for normies in the party, unfortunately. I mean, there was already kind of that going on with the mechanics of how trance works. And how it only is a thing that certain people are able to do for some reason. I mean, these barely seem to be people, so. You know, they're humans, but they don't have any semblance of, like. They're just fleshy automatons, right? They're flesh robots. It's like the most degraded form of cyborg, right? People of Terra are out to take over Gaia. Terra has always absorbed new planets to survive. Yeah. This is, we're getting like all the plot here all at once. So what's the deal with the connection between Eidolons and that? Planets have a cycle of souls. Souls are born from the planet and then return to it. Garland planned to gain control of that. And yeah, here's the big reveal, is that Zidane was purpose-built to help Garland conquer Gaia. Because he wants to basically overlay... It's not literally like a planar overlay kind of situation, but it's the idea of just hijacking another planet and its existing resources for your own in order to power your civilization that its time has long since been and gone and just exists past its expiry date. You know, like a bunch of vampire conquistadors. Which is going to bring me... I'm going to pause here because I'm going to talk now about some major plot spoilers for Dawn Trail, the most recent Final Fantasy XIV expansion pack, and I have a complaint about them. I would like that motorcycle outside to piss off for a minute, so that way I can actually talk about this without that getting into the tape. I mean, I don't even know if it's audible right now, but just in case. Just give it a minute. Well, I hear some of the putt-putting receding, so... Alright, so here we go. The big spoiler of FF14 Dawn Trail is that the final boss villain is Sphene and the Kingdom of Alexandria, who are not exactly the same as the Kingdom of Alexandria as we know them in this game, but very strongly based off of them. Dawn Trail, at least the second half, is designed very much to be a throwback to FF9, which, you know, most of 14 is full of throwbacks and stuff. So it's kind of natural that eventually they would get to this one. This is kind of a fan favorite for a lot of reasons. But 14 has this problem with how it writes things, which is that they consistently need to have a little bit of, like, moral ambiguity, I suppose, is kind of the term that I'm looking for here. It doesn't like to cast people who are exclusively villainous as being exclusively villainous. And it will do whatever it takes to avoid doing this. Like, for example, Emmet Selk, who is probably one of the most popular characters in the entire game, quite possibly one of the most popular characters in the entire Final Fantasy franchise. So, Emmet Selk's entire plot arc is that he was one of the ancients, and the ancient world ended. For reasons that are a little bit too complicated to get into here, and I don't want to turn this into me basically plot dumping the entirety of FF14. So his way of dealing with it, that he lost all of his friends, and that's kind of messed up, and you do feel a little bit bad for him when you hear about stuff like that. But also the way that he deals with it is that he becomes the ruler of the nation that eventually becomes Garlemald and turns them into What I would basically consider to be a fascist dictatorship who conquers several parts of the world and puts them under an iron fist. Not to mention the part where he also causes several other catastrophes in other realities and kills a lot of people in order to try and basically resurrect the ancient world. Because, you see, he lost his friends. So, you've got a guy with a body count possibly literally as high as the entire population of Earth, who is doing this just because he wants his friends back. It's really, well, first of all, it's impossible to really conceive of on a human level. Like, it is so astronomically high of a thing that you can't really think about that. But second of all, I think we can all kind of agree that, like, that's horrible. That's really horrible. Like, there is nothing, I think, that justifies killing literally everybody on Earth multiple times over, potentially. And certainly not I'm sad because my friends died in the apocalypse. And I lived because, jacking off motions. But I feel that a lot of the time the writing of Final Fantasy XIV will just look in the other direction and be like, yes, this character is morally ambiguous or in a gray area, despite the fact that obviously there is no such truth to that. And so, basically, minor spoilers for things that we're going to see in the next, hour or so of this game, and hefty spoilers for the back half of Dawn Trail. Sphene is basically an analog to Garland more than she is an analog to Garnet, which you would expect her to be by the name and the looks, and being the ruler of Alexandria. And the game does a lot of its usual, quote-unquote, heavy lifting to try to look at this character and go, she is in a moral gray zone, and basically ignore the fact that all she does is completely atrocious. Meanwhile, this game seems to have at least no illusions about the fact that Garland is a huge piece of shit, and what he is doing is absolutely morally reprehensible. Even the other villains think that Garland sucks. And it just kind of annoys me. I think that it's a very particular form of bad writing that is one of the biggest problems with 14. And it really did kind of come to a head with the fact that it's now basically being leveraged against A, one of my favorite games in the franchise and its characters, and B, a character is the character is a colonizer. Very, very distinctly and very openly painted in a way that has open colonizer vibes to it, because the place that Sphene and the Alexandrians are trying to take is Tyrol, which has a very Mesoamerican vibe to it in particular, and probably a lot of other sort of Native American societies. I confess that this is not a place where I have much expertise. I mean, I've read a couple of Wikipedia articles, which means that I'm smarter about it than most people, but that's still not necessarily going to call me an expert. So I feel that right now in 2024, it's kind of a bad idea to look at the leader of, it's kind of a bad idea to look at a magically empowered Christopher Columbus who is stealing land for the Spaniards. I feel like I'm really stretching things a little bit here, but bear with me. To steal the land from native people and be like, yeah, this character is absolutely someone that there's a moral gray area for. And fucking no, there is not. Sphene is a horrible piece of shit, and the plot openly does not deal with that at all, or give it any sort of like... It's bad. I dislike it very strongly, and the game has this serious problem of trying to make everybody very... Like, it feels like the sort of writing where they're trying to not offend people who this might be their favorite character. And quite frankly, how could you in this case? Because Garland FF9 is still right there. I'm pretty sure you can get FF9 on Steam for like $20. And it's a PS1 game. I'm pretty sure you can play it with a fucking potato. If you can play FF14, you can play FF9. I am going to double check here to be sure of this about the pricing and everything. Okay, right now it is on sale for $8.39, and Steam is giving me an age check, which is funny as hell. Yeah, base price is $21? Yeah, that's weird. Regardless, it's not very expensive, and you can play it on any computer that can play FF14 with at least as good performance. And you can get a version of this story that doesn't suck butt. Anyway, I'm sorry for the like 10 minutes that I took here to bitch about FF14, and also I do need to sincerely apologize to Epionics, because a while back, like a month and a half ago, I said to him, I want to go back to playing 14 because I need a hobby, otherwise I'm gonna, have some serious issues. And I picked it up. He bought me a sub, is the thing that I'm saying, and he's just like, yeah, okay, I'll buy you a sub. He also bought me the fucking game like eons ago, so, thanks a lot, dude. I appreciate it. I appreciate everything you've done for me with this. Like, you've spent gross amounts of money on this for me, especially for me to drop it like years later. Like, I'm deeply sorry, but I picked it up for the 7.1 content. I played through it, and I'm pretty sure that I said "fuck you" out loud to the actual writing at least once during Sphene's funeral. And yeah, I completed the story patch because at least I wanted to be able to say, hey, yeah, I beat it, and it's bad. But yeah, it was not good. And with all that out the way, I sincerely apologize once again to the people who are watching, because I just took you on like a 15-minute journey of me complaining about questionable writing in an MMORPG. And I feel like I've seen worse, but I'm not going to talk about that now. Not unless we start playing other games in certain other big RPG franchises, but I digress. So, I think everybody's dying on this space planet. Yeah, is it going to make you reconsider dropping like 50 comment rants on me when I'm sleeping? Because it shouldn't. It's better writing than you would expect. That's kind of sad, actually. Although I do remember when PSO2 New Genesis kind of entered an arc that was basically like, sometimes a little genocide is okay. Eugenics is what I meant. Sometimes a little eugenics is okay, actually, because it'll preserve the human race. Fucking, oh my god, I'm gonna get so mad, because I love all of these RPG franchises, and like a lot of them were shockingly forward-thinking about a lot of things way back in the day. I mean, I've rambled before about how much I love the early Phantasy Star series for how important female characters were in it. And how, like, again, the first game is more of a personal story as opposed to like, hey, look at these faded heroes. I mean, it sort of gets into that later, but that's not the That's not the overarching thrust of it. You're not the Descendant of Erdrick. You're not the Warriors of Light. You're just someone whose brother got geeked by the police for no good reason, and you go and you kill the fucking king. Anyway, Quina tried to eat the Aetheryte. I love Quina. They're, like, my favorite character in this game, because they're really funny. Yeah, more or less. Like, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily characterize Alice as an asshole, other than in just, like, the, oh, you're just some schmuck kind of way. But I digress. Anywho, let's, like, try to focus on the good game. Because I swear to you, this game is actually good, even though we are in control of Eiko here. Alright, Little Miss Useless, do you have anything good I can equip you with to take the edge off slightly? You go ahead and equip that. I don't think the white robe is outmoded by... Yeah, this thing is, like, actually kind of a piece of crap, isn't it? Why'd I buy so many of them? I probably need them for fusion later. Ah, close enough. Close enough. Do you have an accessory that I'm not gonna, like, hate myself for equipping to you? Pearl Rouge. I don't think I need that for anybody else, and by anybody else, I would mean only Garnet at this point. You have fucking auto haste? Really? God, I apologize. I am just such a wasteful human being, aren't I? Whatever. She can have that thing, and you equip auto haste at least. You will be able to once I hash out your... auto regen can go. There we go. Again, Eiko's a white mage. She probably doesn't need auto regen. Meanwhile, Vivi is over here, again, being a created being in a world full of created beings. Basically, clones in particular. So... Huh? Why do you keep staring at it? Do you just, like... Is it a self-flagellation thing? I mean, he got a response, which, all considered, is something? Yeah, I mean, again, Vivi, it's because the Black Mages and the Genomes are both clones, so, it's okay, that's not a spoiler, we knew that already. He's just following this weird person, well, that's a very Zidane kind of move, isn't it? Alright, Knuckles. Did you try to fight one of the just randos in town? No. Oh my god, Oh, Knuckles, I love you so much. You are just a top shelf character. Oh. I love everyone in this bar. Especially because now I'm not thinking about FF9. Which, incidentally, shout outs to the guy I've played the game with the most. Just showing up literally when I was talking about it. Which admittedly, hey, it's the same shit talking that we were both doing, but... Very funny how that worked out, dude. Pandemonium, huh? Ooh, he's having a rough go. Hey, Roundy. We're starting to get into an arc where things are going to be getting a little bit heavy duty for Zidane. Like, this game is frequently rather sad, but this is going to be yet another part where it's going to get rough. But we can just go talk to people and pick up some party members. I think we're going to be taking the 3 that we saw in the active time events earlier. He was acting strange. I mean, that's a good way to put it, yeah? Abso-frickin-lutely he was. Alright, come on, Knuckles. Alright, so everybody should currently be geared... Oh, you shouldn't be wearing those feather boots right now, Queena. Those are not useful for you. Not at this point, anyway. Yeah, Demon's Vest is the best we have. We can equip the Dragon Armlet. Wow. I know how to talk good, you guys. The Adamant hat, I think, is our... Yeah. And we'll equip one of our way too many forks we bought. Yeah, Vivi's all set up here, right? You need anything inside the Magician's Shoes? I mean, I could teach him Healer with the Garnet, but, like... That seems like a bit of a waste. What was that? Oh yeah, Auto Haste for our nuker would probably be a smart thing to have. Yeah, yes. Alright, back we go. Hey? Yeah, go back and get us some party members that are other than this. Yeah, here we are at Pandemonium, and it... Talk about bad taste in interior decorating. Hey, listen, I've seen the inside of that tower in Garlemald, so it kind of looks a little bit like that. It's got that... Yes, it did. Unfortunately, this looks a little bit more like, well... a different place. Yeah, it's got kind of like the slight Giger-esque architecture with a lot of funny lights and stuff. Yeah, see, I know what... I know what H.R. Giger stuff kind of looks like. I have a little bit of taste in art. Not a lot, but like... Anyway, it's Dracula again. Shut up, Vampire Dad! And yeah, this is where we find out that, very specifically, that Garland made Zidane to be a weapon to cause problems on Gaia. So that way he could do the thing that we already talked about earlier. Not the same guy, but yes, it is a reference to FF1 Garland. This, I think, is probably... I want to say this is the second Garland in the series. But eventually, they did start using... well, they started recycling a lot of names. I mean, the Final Fantasy series is full of a lot of name reusage and reused summons and stuff like that, unsurprisingly. FF9 is where it really started to take off. I mean, fair enough that FF9 has a lot of that to begin with, because this game was made around the 10th anniversary of the franchise to help celebrate that 10th anniversary. So there were a lot of callbacks and throwbacks and stuff like that. But after this, it definitely became significantly more common for them to recycle a lot of names other than Sid. Yeah, original flavor Garland is in Dissidia, that is correct. Also Chaos in Dissidia as one of the two major gods, basically. You know, Chaos, right? You've heard of Stranger of Paradise? You all know the memes. Sound extra crispy garlands. Yeah, what's the deal here? And how did that work out for you, champ? Birthed you from his own womb. I'm not here to say that it's that weird of a thing by Final Fantasy standards, quite frankly. Yes, so yeah, 24 years ago he made Kuja. And then 12 years ago, apparently, he made us. No, although neither of us have a fashion sense, so, like, maybe. Also, yeah, the revelation that all the Zidane clones were made to hold the souls that he stole from Gaia, because pictures of Kuja's tail. Alright, calm down there, J. Jonah Jameson. Yeah, he definitely, he caused some war, all right. And Brana caused some genocides with that, you know, the rat people are like, there's 4 of them maybe now. Actually, I think there's a few more of that, like 10, but still. Yeah, you know, he's just like us, exactly. Yeah, I'm sure that you can find that out on the internet if you want Kuja's tail pictures. I'm sure the fan art exists. I see. Kuja's just an asshole. Oh, fantastic. Come on, Zidane, keep up with the plot dump. You know why this is going on. Ish. Yeah, just annihilate the souls of Gaia, replace them with the souls of Terra. Ah, yes, the Aoife tree. Yeah, who could imagine? Did you not hear that 10-minute rant that you literally came in the middle of? I mean, anyway. Yeah, the role of the Aoife tree is the soul divider. Yeah, I think we sort of got a little bit of that explained from Soul Cage when we annihilated it. Yeah, all we saw was the tree's asshole. It still has some problems, I see. Well then. That looks like, big red thing. The center of the planet. Oh, I see. It's a crystal. The blue turns red. It becomes Terra somehow. Tall, scrawny old man. I mean, he definitely... He definitely, yeah, he's a tall, scrawny old man. It's true. So, like, hold up. If there has to be some sort of light flow involved from this crystal planet core, and the tree is blocking it somehow with its deep roots that literally go all the way down to the core, where does it have to go normally? Like, do Gaia and Terra, or at least Gaia in this case, have a mantle at all? Or like an inner core, outer core? I'm asking absolutely the wrong questions here, aren't I? Like, I'm sure the writers don't know and don't fucking care about that. So, but mentally I'm also just kind of imagining like the whole crust of Gaia just like crunching down around itself. Oh, so was Kuja supposed to like run out of batteries or something? Oh, I see. He was the prototype. And this is probably why he seems to have like freak out issues about his own mortality, right? That's right, he's destined to go to space! At least you put Eiko, like, almost at the end of the list. I mean, Garnet gets in the very last slot of the list in one of the last slot is most important kind of things. So that means that Eiko matters the least compared to, like, average citizens. So, yeah. I am the new Angel of Death. Yours! Yeah, Zidane is out here trying to be cool. Get him while he's looking away, dude. Come on. Like, before he can start doing the brain attacks at you. Come on. And yeah, so the idea is that, like, Zidane starts getting his soul sucked out by Garland. Because, yes, they give him the suck, etc. Oh, and hey, this douchebag is here, too. Oh, you. Yeah, he's just out here being like Gary motherfucking Oak. As always. Can't ignore his girth. Oh, hey, look, there's his spaceship. Or Garland's spaceship. Somebody here has a spaceship, and that's the important part. Yeah, Zidane, you've had problems with that for a while. Mendicant. Yeah, he got his soul sucked and he's barely hanging on there, but he's not having a great go of it. Whom's this voice? Oh. Ah, I see. We found him and he's sitting on this chair. Is he having a freakish dream or something? Oh, he's still not having a good time. As he's just stumbling his way forward here. I mean, sure, sad to Eiko, but... Alright, somebody get out the crowbar. We gotta rescue his ass. And we got ourselves into a forced encounter here. Now, thankfully, we're quite fast and quite strong, so this thing shouldn't prove to be too bad. Like, we're definitely over-leveled here by stats, and yeah, the Amdusias would make a pretty nice mount, but, I mean, unfortunately, our only option of dealing with it involves just punching it. You may remember we fought one of these in the basement of Trino, but this is not the same dude as that. I think we might not be able to reach it. Oh, no, we can, apparently. Yeah, exactly. She remembered that she's a Final Fantasy character, which means that she has strong as fuck knees. She's an actually cool character. Oh, hey, Knuckles is here. Hell yeah. All right. Didn't know Type Null was a Final Fantasy boss first. It do kind of look like that, though, doesn't it? Oh, wow, it's dead already. After all the times that it, like, refreshed its health meter, I was expecting that to take a little bit longer, but I'm not going to complain. Yeah, and he's still just sort of sleepwalking forwards. Oh. Old Tin Man and Queen are getting their shit kicked in by this thing. Queen eat this? The monster here? I hope so. Yeah, we're in pretty deep, Retro. It's not the absolute latest or anything, but, I mean, we're at the latter part of Disc 3, and Disc 4 is quite short. So we could be done with this by year's end at bare minimum. And there's Mighty Guard, as usual, costing a bajillion mana, but doing a lot of work. Doing a lot of work. I am going to attempt to fight Ozma. Absolutely. I actually finished the Friendly Creatures quest at the beginning of the stream. I've got most of the Chocobo stuff finished. I think I just need one more Chocograph and the Disc 4 Dead Pepper spot. And then we should be good to go for all the Chocobo stuff. And those are the main side quests that I want to deal with. Other than getting everybody all of their abilities, except maybe for Quina, which, like, oh boy, I didn't get the Blue Mage everything. Yeah, I think that might be forgivable. Ish. And yeah, Zidane just continuing to bumble on ahead here. Yes. All right, and today on Gigantic Chin, this thing has a gigantic chin. That's all I've got here. Just, that's big. And it takes a hell of a lot less damage from physical attacks, as you might guess from it being a shell dragon and all. The Leno Tortoise, yes, exactly. That's gonna hurt. Never mind. No, it's not good. The other attack did more damage. Do I have something that, like, reduces earth damage on me? I'm not even auto-floating. Oh, that sucked. This could be a bit of a problem because we already input our command for the turn, so... please give me an extra partner here, real quick. Ah, yes, obviously we're getting the healers in here. And there's Garnet with her cat staff. Well, they're giving us a full meter here, so obviously we gotta put it to use. That's always fun. Even if it's totally unnecessary. May as well, right? And just doink him with our dagger. And down goes the goofball. Hooray for the free elixir. Very handy. Well, we'll see what ends up being the party I use. Freya is quite likely to end up in the final party for Ozma and for Necron because her Dragon's Crest is already maxed. I explained this from last stream, but I'm pretty sure it's because I was mostly grinding for AP out in the fields near Lindblom, just because it was kind of close to my Chocobo and stuff. So I ended up fighting a lot of the Serpians, the Scorpion Dragon things that are like super weak. So I just sort of accidentally fumbled into her having 9999 damage on Dragon's Crest, which is funny as hell to me. Yes, because that spends items to purge all status effects in one turn. So that's very good. All right, gang. Let's do this. We got this party going. And it's a pretty good one, honestly. But I'm double checking everybody's gear real quick to make sure I don't have better... Oh yeah, you can wear a Dragon Rest. That's perfectly fine. I will see you next time you're here. So, Flame Saber, Rune Blade. Rune Blade would be useful to teach Ice Strike. But I can probably just use Defender for now because, I mean, it's better damage. Thunder Slash is absolutely fucking worthless, though. It's bugged in this game. It has a 0% base accuracy. They done fucked up. Anyhow, I'll be right back. I picked the perfect thing to leave while I was off using the facilities, didn't I? Just Steiner just like... I'd say he doesn't have pupils, but it's because they're at the top of his... It looks like he's rolling his eyes at us a little bit. Like, oh, this fucker. Oakley dokley, what can we do with the rest of our equipment slots here? I'll trade 7 magic defense for a single point of strength. That's perfectly acceptable. Diamond gloves. Oh, hey, let's get that strength back. That's fine. Shield armor. We have platinum armor, though. Yeah, that's way better. The Germanos boots. Can we replace these with something a little bit more impressive? Oh, yes, we can. That is better. Do we have even better than that, though? Let's take a look. As I come in here, min-maxing Steiner's gear, right? That's amazing, Roundy. That's... And by that, I mean, it would probably scare the ever-loving shit out of me if I was at your alma mater, but that's still quite incredible. I admire that person, and also I am terrified. We'll put the ribbon on Steiner, I think that'll do. And last but not least, we have this incredibly strange creature who is actually completely up to date. Oh my god, you get half MP from Protect Ring. Alright, buddy. I can unequip that. Millionaire is not super useful because I have other ways of getting money. In fact, I think the exploit will still work after I am done here, so, Oh yeah, I gotta go the other way. Sorry! I forgot. I also weed out my last brain cell in the process. Ah, yes, here we go. The disgusting creature. What is it doing and why? I dislike this immensely. Oh, fuck you, dude. It's got a thing that gives virus. Are you shitting me? What kind of absolute jerk. It's a good thing I bought 99 of those. Okay, so I think the HP is low enough for us to eat now. Ah, boo earns. Ah, I get you. There we go. We got bad breath. I probably could have used that a while ago, but meh. It's fine. Now go back into this door. Everybody was just congregating around the Moogle, so that's pretty good. Well, thanks, champ. So, I mean, I like my party for the time being, but also Freya is definitely like 20 times better than Steiner, so yeah. Easy choice there. Anything to pick up in the shop? I don't believe so. We're already kind of very heavily loaded with a lot of this gear. There is nothing new here. I'll rebuy the one vaccine though because I'm upset. Yes, that is what I'm telling you. That's absolutely correct. Don't know how I feel about that being so correct, but also... Ooh, we got a holy miter in there. So I guess we just no, that's not. Alright, now back we go. For some reason I thought you had to go into the throne room, but you could skip it if you wanted, but I mean, hey, free hat. I forget what the bad joke was, so to be fair, Oh, this is worrying. Oh, is that like a portal hard light bridge? Yeah. Yep, of course it is. The memory orbs from Secret of Mana. Yeah, come to think of it. The last time I had anything to do with Secret of Mana is when I rewatched your very old playthrough that you have on YouTube. So, big my bad if I didn't recognize any of that stuff off the top of my head. Yeah, I know that you were doing that. I caught a little of it on one of your streams. Like one session. So it was slightly in the middle of where you're at so far. Oh, I see. It was one of those things from eons ago. Thank you for the 100 bits, by the way, Irene. As usual.
Have a little fun. Here's a repeat, then.
Oh, crud vapors. Freya got virus, so she's losing out on the stuffs. I mean, yeah, you can do that in order to have things to post on YouTube and elsewhere on the internet. I don't know what the hell you're expecting me to do with that game, but maybe if I explore the rest of the place, it'll tell me something. Let's have a look around. Oh. Yeah, that's a problem. Well, I guess the elevator lets us skip this, but that doesn't seem right. That seems like an incorrect play. Okay, no, we actually have to do that. Never mind. My expectations were such that, well... Alright, so this guy. This is something that we should probably eat. Assuming we're able to not murder it. Let me pull up how much HP it has. 6. Six, 7. And yeah, just absolutely freaking everything in this location, in this particular locality, will virus you, basically. So yeah, hey, that's a lot of fun. Zidane deals a little too much damage for me to want to chance physical attacking there. Can you eat that now, Queena? That's right, it gives us the old Nick Cage treatment. Bees! Oh god, don't kill Queena. Ah, not even close. It's fine. Plus we can just Kuraga. Well, fight's over, so we'll do that next time. Hooray! We learned Twister. Which is nice because that gives Queena a source of wind damage, which is pretty rare. And does good damage to things that fly. Come to think of it, isn't that big bug basically very similar to one of the bosses in Dawn Trail also? Or am I misremembering? I probably shouldn't try to do much remembering like anything in there, but right, it's the one that does the like weird tornado move that has an evasion involved that is odd. That was unhelpful. Yeah, first dungeon. Okay. So I wasn't completely hallucinating, just mostly. Oh, here comes the grossness. Oh, Bad Breath is a single target move in this game. Well, alright then. Battle of Strings and a Cell Phone. I did not know that was a thing. I admit that a lot of my OCR knowledge, that's OCR as an overclocked remix, not the text automatic thing, is not super high, is what I'm trying to say here. When I was informed of the 25th anniversary, I did go and was it 25th? Fuck, you know what I'm saying. When the anniversary came up, I did go dig through a couple of them, and there was definitely some interesting stuff on there. I just have to remember to get back to it at some point. Mostly, I remember that there was a large part of discussion in your Discord about how very many there were of certain tracks. And I had said something about how a lot of them were like, you know, baby's first anything, especially when it came to FF7 as being like baby's first RPGs. Because, yeah, I think that most of us would probably be willing to accept that to be a true statement, that for a lot of people, FF7 was their first RPG. And Chrono Trigger as well, which is a thing that I remembered broaching in the video that I did about it a couple months ago. And a couple people got slightly like, actually about it, which, you know, okay, good for you. You're the exception and not the rule, whatever. I also got a lot of people crawling up my ass for how I pronounced Masamune. And let me just apologize to those people right now, because you're correct. And in fact, I meant to say Masamune. So, yeah, I can admit when I'm wrong. And goodness knows I was. Everybody contributing their bad Masamune pronunciations. Let's have a contest of who can mangle this word the most severely. We just have to figure out a way to make that, like, not be something that would raise concerns about sensitivity, but also, oh boy. I'm sorry, it burns my biscuits a little bit because it's like, yes, I know I have speech issues. I have, like, screwed up teeth and speech impediments and other issues, but I don't speak that poorly. Come on. I get pretty gosh darn close, but not that much. Anyways, okay, so this is just a refresh button. It doesn't kick me out of the menu immediately. That's odd. Okay, fine. We'll heal. Probably. Where's my goddamn healing move? I think I'm all befuddled because my MP costs are reduced. So Freya, you don't need to use that whatsoever. Don't even worry. Yeah, I'm used to finding that for its 14 mana cost for some reason, because that's slightly unusual. Oh no, bad breath. I'll have to use an eye drops at the end of the fight. Boo. However, thankfully, it just causes regular poison and not venom, so I don't even have to use an antidote. Because for some reason in this game, regular poison is purged as soon as the fight ends. And then they have super jerk-ass poison for any other time they want to make it irritating for you. So is the Flash Hat our best? I think it is. Yeah, like the Adamant hat takes away from all of our other stats for 3 points of defense. I mean, that's okay, but I like my 1 point of speed. Ooh, that didn't lead out, but it led us to a chest with a rather odd amount of gil in it. 20,007. She does. Yes, she is wielding the cat staff. It's a pretty good cat-based weapon. Alright, so the actual number we want to hit here is 4 in order to get out of here. That's enough fucking around for now. For now. Oh. Oh. Alright, fine, rude. It was Garnet who has the cat staff. The tiger racket is the actual name, but it's got like cat paw theme. You'll definitely get a chance to see it at some point in the future. Because, I mean, there will be more fights. Oh, hey, is that a Moogle? Oh, I didn't want to teleport back yet, I don't think. That would be really strange, but at the rate this is going, well, here we go. Oh, hey, look, it's another Morble. Stand back, it's about to morb. Wait. In this case, morbing is bad breath. Yep. So I guess there's nowhere to... Looks like a stairway, but maybe not. Well, there's a Moogle here. Mosme. Hey, you want a letter? Ah, I see. You're confused too. Well, that's okay. No room for wait. But first, oh, sorry. That's a joke from another stream. A reference from another stream. This room looks high as fuck. It certainly... God, you're right. The eyes in the background are something special, alright. So I think that's not the right path yet. Let's keep looking around here. This teleporter maze. Because there's a couple of chests in here with some neat stuff for us to pick up. At least I'm pretty sure it's some neat stuff. We got battle boots. Skunk breeze. Oh no! Not the bees! Not the bees! Did she get virused? Yes. Well, I'm pretty sure that that bug is going to die. But just in case not... Oh god, yeah. 5,000 damage? Alright, Zidane. You took your fucking steroids this morning. Jesus. Oh, 74 out of 95. Alright, so back we go. Can we go into the background of that area there? So here's this weird red teleporter here. No, I think that's not where we want to go yet. That goes backwards, pardon me. I just saw 2 red teleporters and I was like, are those tied together? And the answer is not quite. Ah, that's disgusting time to get back attacked. In the City games, no, I have not. I own one of the Dissidia games, and that's it. I haven't played it, though, but for me to actually do that, I probably would want to either do some emulation or get myself a new PSP battery, because otherwise my PSP's battery is dead, and otherwise I'd have to have it on a charger the whole time, and that's no fun for most people. Ah, that's wonderful. Good job there, dealing that damage cleanup. But the enemy did get put to sleep. That's pretty handy. And let's I drop those, and we all know it. Yeah, we sure do, don't we? And I assume for several of us in cases like that, it's the same guy that all of us know. Okay, there's like a whole bunch of the rest of the room here, and I don't know where I'm supposed to go for this just yet. And yeah, here come the bugs. As Quina enters trance mode, I could just have them eat this thing at half health. Well, not specifically, but I mean, that is a guy that a lot of people know, so. That's... Well, I mean, something pronouns. Distant sounds of Ben Shapiro seething. Complaining about how woke the series has become. And here's me about to wheel Quina out on a handcart. With just the squeakiest wheels that you've ever heard. That you could possibly imagine. I mean, Irvine is probably pretty ridiculous just by default of being a Tetsuya Nomura designed character. As I'm just sitting here like, who the fuck was that again? Yeah. Yeah, no, instead he just sounds like he's on gigantic amounts of caffeine. Right? You know, like I would expect out of any right-winger is for them to be a complete cokehead, but I digress. Okay, good. It's just using electricity. FF9 lists partial nudity on Steam. Really? I didn't see that when I looked at the... Yes, it does. That's a shock. Needs to put a sock on that. Thank you, Roundy. Like, I'm sitting here trying to figure out that... I mean, Eiko is obviously wearing clothes. It's just that they really decided to palette swap off of Amano's design that badly and make it look like she's wearing, you know, flesh tone things. It was what you might politely call a huge fucking mistake from a design perspective, but... Oh, goddammit. Who has my speedy boots? I'm willing to bet it's Steiner. Ah, yes, Grimlock, the enemy uses balls. Wait. No, we fought that a couple streams ago. See, my thought on this is that it's somebody interpreting how the trance outfits look and looking at how extremely skin-tight Garnet's jumpsuit is and just being like, okay, her ass is definitely bare during trance mode, isn't it? Which, I mean... I have things to say here that will be very rude, but I digress. Let's do a quick party swap here. I don't think Quina is going to be super useful. Say the rude thing. Okay, all right, sir. You've got me dead to rights here. That would absolutely be in character, I think. There we go. Everybody happy now? I'm gonna get killed. I mean, damn it, who has the boots? Is it Vivi? Vivi, do you have the boots? Are you? Yes, you're wearing my running shoes. That makes a lot of sense now. All right, you know what? Never mind. Let's save. I don't know what happened, but like every time Amano does the designs, there's somebody or another in the staff who's like, we gotta do a second take of this. Anyway, yeah, Moogleman is warning us that going this way is the direction of a boss rush, and I've made my bed, and it's time to fucking die in it. Oh, Christ. Oh, Garland is doing... I've seen this bit before. I think it might have been in Battle Network 4, actually, but, and probably also Metal Gear. Also, I'm pretty sure several other Final Fantasy games. It's a very common sort of trope of like, hey, it would be better for life to end itself because all life involves killing other lives. You know, this is why you should go vegan. Wait. No, because plants are alive too. Lecture me again when you are on the verge of death. That's a decent phrase. Hey, look, it's a dragon with feathers. That steel is heavier than... Oh, wait. Now, Vivi, you remember how to fight bosses, right? You know, first thing you do is you just throw a tent at them, because why not? Lanny does have some chest going on. That is true. But Kuja just kind of dresses like a JoJo, yeah. Anyway, Vivi, you failed to status this thing, so whatever. Let's just roll a rock here. Which would have been more of a thing to say if I was actually using Meteor, but instead, Flare is pretty good too. I think after multiple Dragon Crests and Flare, we should be good to just like beat on this thing with regular damage. And we stole the Kaiser Knuckles. That's a little unfortunate because we don't actually really need that. I'll throw out Bio because it is a much safer amount of damage. Oh, I know this dude has a suit of armor. Come on, Zidane. Whatever. We'll have to get it elsewhere. Now, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to switch equipment between fights here, so that's alright. Yeah, what's your deal, Dracula? Come on. Ah, I see. He's a big boy with big ambitions. And he is opening with something called Wave. Okay, no, it did deal damage. I was like, that didn't do anything, did it? But no, I was mistaken. Anyway, we know what to do here. We just inflict damage and heal as necessary. Ah, I see. He's got stop as well. That's potentially rather irritating. I believe we can only remove that with remedies. Especially because we have no Isuna on Garnet. Garnet is one of those, like, really shitty healer mains who doesn't put Isuna on her hotbar. And this, FYI, this is the trick that they do in order to try and make Eiko seem appealing, basically, is that Eiko has access to better white magic than Garnet does. But if we're being quite honest here, I'll live with it. I'm pretty sure we can buy remedies somewhere, so it's not as big of a deal as it sounds like. Anyway, let's summon Bahamut for shiggles. I mean, Freya is still our damage dealer, so, like, And he just picks us up and he drops us. Well, good work, champ. You worked real hard on that move, I'm sure. Yeah, unfortunately, she's not doing great damage with her summons. I'm sure that if I equipped Boost, things would be a little different. But that's okay. I don't really need her to be the damage dealer, especially when you look at what else I've got going on with the party. Alright, just keep trying to steal. Oh, down he goes. I expected that to take a little bit longer, to be honest with you, but nah. You're pretty good. Wait. No, wrong reference. Sorry. Well, he hijacked Garland's weird spaceship, so... I'm sure we can kick this guy's ass. That's usually quite possible. Yeah, alright, dude. We get it. Lay it on very, very thick here. Brother! Wait. Oh god, he really is Liquid Snake! God, he's just everybody, isn't he? Alright. Yet another boss fight in a row. So this one, we're going to set Rise's win so that way we can get ourselves some regen going. He has very nasty moves, so anything to help us out a little bit is going to be quite nice. Alright, Thundaga is not so much of a threat. Although, yeah, that's pretty bad. Never mind. Nobody can match his... God, no kidding. Anyway. Throw that out there. How's our HPs looking? Pretty alright. Okay, now is when I think regular Cura will do. That'll be fine, yeah. Multi-target as well. I swear that's not a complete waste of time. Aside from the part where it probably is. Oh, we got the light robe. That's nice. We already have one of those, but, you know, why the hell not, right? That's targeting Zidane. I was gonna be like, he's targeting her again. Now, she's not gonna have enough to do another Dragon's Crest, but she should have enough damage to just take him to town after this. Because he doesn't have huge amounts of HP. Plus, I mean, we've already dealt 40,000 damage. Like, you gotta think that at that point, he can't possibly have that much in the tank anymore, right? There's no way they're gonna put us a boss with 50 thou at this point, right? That would be stupid. That would be over the top. And surprisingly, she didn't kill him. We did land 4 of those, right? I believe we did. Anyway, no, you only need to target yourself. I say going about it the most needlessly complicated way to cancel that. Okay, maybe we only did 3, but either way, we've got him on the ropes, trust me. It's just maybe not as much on the ropes as I thought. Okay, there we go. Now we beat him. Now is when he goes into cutscene shenanigans. As he acquires a color palette right out of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Starts to look a lot more fucked up. Also, there's his tail. And he ultimas us down to 1 HP. And 1 frame per second, basically. You know, again, just pulling something else out of his bunghole, because why not, really? Yes, we already know what that thing is. So he drank all of the elixir of life or whatever out of the spaceship. He drank the weird spaceship goo, and it turned him into a super monkey. Excuse me. Yeah, specifically, apparently Brana's soul specifically is very important here, because, you know, repeat plot point. He literally just kicked him in the balls. Wow, okay. That's how you treat an old man, I guess. Come on, do it again, dude. Not quite. Instead, he 300 kicks him. Just, wow. All right. Oh, yeah, I've seen Eternal Darkness. I'll give him credit. He's a tough old coot. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna get him pretty hard, actually. Garland? Yeah, he's absolutely, like, having a bad time with that. He's not doing great with that sort of... Yeah, he's getting into his freak-out phase. He's not gonna blow everything up just yet, but give him a couple of minutes. Oh god, yeah, he's definitely having a... He is absolutely having a major Twitter meltdown. Just let him post through it, guys. Just run. I mean, it had to happen eventually. I guess how far is it off from being like David Bowie in Labyrinth to being Dio? Actually, pretty far, come to think of it. So now is when he absolutely flips his shit and just starts blowing things up for fun. And now surely is when we get a Metroid escape sequence, right? The Jareth to Dio pipe. Yeah, exactly. See? This guy gets it. And thank you for actually reminding me of that name, because I literally did not. When was the last time I saw Labyrinth? Probably like 10 years ago or something. Maybe more than that. I don't movies very much. Just steal his ship. Yeah, exactly. And see, Zidane, good guy Zidane coming out here, that he's gonna rescue the other genomes, saying specifically they're victims. And I mean, he is correct there, to be fair. Gnomes. You know, again, just the same as the Black Mages, basically, on some level. That is kind of gross. They did make a very gross noise. So... off we go. And excuse me. Zidane. Now is not the time. Say it during the instant transmission. Or on the spaceship, whichever works. I know, right? He has the worst possible timing. Queena? Queena just wants to know where lunch is, and you know what? I get it. I haven't been feeding them frogs the entire gameplay, so like, meh. Alright, evacuation time. I forget how much I actually have to do here. I don't think it's very much. That's pretty damn big spaceship, to be fair. That's a good question, Mega Man. They got lost, you fool. Oh, so she's supposed to be the failsafe, huh? But maybe the point is to just try. You know, this game is really good for a lot of stuff like this, and just I don't know if she's aware of the concept. Mikoto. That's her name, and we finally get it at the very end. Taking her with. She can go hang out in the Black Mage Village, where everybody else has their existentialist confusion. And eventually this place becomes near Automata. And yet, you can tell here, Kuja went shit crazy. Ooh, there's some glitching. We're probably okay. We are probably okay. It seems like everything has been fine every other time we've had any disk issues. But yeah, Kuja went shit crazy and he literally blew up Terra. We're gonna find that the whole planet is gone when we get back here, so... Oh. Uh-oh. There we go. A little spooky, but we're okay. Yeah? No, not at all. There's still a fourth disc. The same way that he did with the other one. Yeah, the place that we already know, right? What's up, Steiner? Eh? Well, I guess it would be faster to come see it on the bridge. That's a lot of clouds. Hmm. Ah, shit. The mist has come back. And it's covering the entire planet. So yeah, in that period of time, he's already been able to get to fucking with the Ifritry. That's a lot of work he's done. Now, save. And as you can tell from that screen, this is our last, and you can tell from that save point, sorry. This is our last disc change point. As we swap over to disc 4. That's right. Things are actually kind of making their way to an end point. Now, there's not much of the game left. And the odds are pretty good that I'm going to try and just go for Ozma and finishing the game next time, possibly. If I can pull that off. And maybe we'll be able to finish this game by the end of the year, which would be absolutely freaking incredible. But we'll see how this winds up after that point. And we get some more cutscenes. I am going to do a little bit of something before we leave off today. After all the cutscenes are done. So, yeah. Another slightly long stream, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that would be a hope. Yeah, see, the Black Mages are all good dudes, all the ones who have managed to become self-aware. Bobby Corwin. Aw. Reminds me of FF5 for reasons of it obviously being a reference. Probably not. Echo pools. Queen up, please. Oh god, everybody here is a buffoon. Yeah, I think they'll be in good hands. Or so I hope. Yeah, see, she's onto something here. She's got a good head on her shoulders. That telling people about this is a good way to cause things to not go super well in terms of, you know, people freak out. Ah, yes, I'm glad you showed up here. Sir, please. Hey, Brian! Yeah, we actually defeated a Lich earlier in this session. So you've defeated the Lich in Belmont over in FF1, huh? Nice. How is that going in terms of, like, difficulty and the like? Because they did not give you any healing classes whatsoever. Your chat is fucking mean. I'll just say that. And I mean that the best way possible. Now, if I'd gotten in there faster, I would probably have, like, given you a red mage, which had at least been a small mercy. But also, I am gonna, like, getting back to watching that, to watch the adventures of the fighter, the corpse, the thief, and Bergsy the Black Mage. Oh, Bergsy is doing shitloads of damage, and he's got those AoE spells. He definitely feels like he's kind of the Grand Champ of Grand Champness. So here's Mini Bergsy coming into the party, and we will also take... Well, Freya has been our major damage source for a while. You know what, Steiner? Why don't you do a little bit of work? Steiner could stand to gain some more abilities and stuff. And yeah, we control this airship the exact same way as we control the other one. And of course, everything is now full of kryptonite fog, because thanks a lot. Yeah, I know. It's a little bit of a questionable taste here as well, but listen, everybody's gonna get to take a whack at being in the party for a little while and get their abilities, basically. The end result is that our final party will probably very much end up being Zidane, Garnet, Vivi, and Freya. Very high likelihood of that being the case. But now that we've picked up that one item from the inside of the spaceship here, I'm going to end up continuing to call it the spaceship for, like, ever. Sorry. Now that we've gotten our item from inside the Invincible, quite frankly, we could probably go back and get on the Chocobo for better access to doing stuff on the ground here and landing the ship properly, but I think we'll be fine. Let's land here. We got a little bit of work to do over in Trino. Of primarily just handing over the Pisces coin. I think that is our final of the Stellatios. With a big asterisk because there is a 13th one, but it doesn't get unlocked until you hand in the original 12. Wait, no, Stella's house is up from... I want to check in the weapon shop real quick and see if there's any new gear for us. Oh, well, there's a behemoth down there in the basement. Yeah, this is looking like all old hat. That's... kind of a surprise that they got no new stock. No, the new gear, I think, is mostly in Black Mage Village and Daguerreo. Which we will absolutely go to, do not worry. But first of all, we gotta do this stuff first. Go in here and hand this over. And I can't count, and also I can't see all of them super well. Quack, 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 and we get 30,000 gil. Oh, it's because I haven't turned in Aquarius yet. Well, whoop-de-doo, I'm a fool. Then again, we all know what a clown show this place is, and we get a Robe of Lords. That is extremely nice. In fact, let's take a look at how nice it is. I mean, that seems pretty good to me. Gives us more defense and magic defense. It takes our magic down by 1 point, but we get speed, strength, spirit. It's pretty good. And it completely blocks wind damage. So you bet your ass we're putting that on Vivi. Can you tell us about the... I assume there is a 13th. So she hands us back the coins. And we can look at the back of the coins to do a puzzle. I'll just tell you the answer right now. The 13th coin for Ophiuchus is off in the location where Scorpio was. Which you guys probably don't remember. It's quite near here at Quan's dwelling. So let's see if we can't do that real quick. And then I'll pick up the last dive spot, and I will head off to Daguerreo, and we will have that be the last stuff we do for the stream. For the evening. And yeah, the overworld permanently has some new music going. Which, I mean, that's fairly interesting, I think. Okay, so I said there were new encounters, but apparently the game is just going to feed us some crappy spiders. I swear there are new encounters. We just need a moment for it to come up. Hey, nice work, Vivi. You got that auto regen. Congratulations. You're already outperforming Steiner in the learning moves territory. Ooh, return magic from the coronet. That seems like a pretty good get, then. Is this where Quan's dwelling is, or is it in the other branch? We'll find out in a moment. Yeah, it's the other branch of the path. Game, please give me a second. I just want to get over to this location. Come on. Breathe. I'm surprised I haven't seen any new enemies over here. Is this area just like not filled with any of them? Oh, there we go. There's Quan's dwelling. Down the rope. And climb down. And there we go. There's Ophiuchus. And yeah, that's how you can learn what the puzzle is supposed to be. Is by that little thing. You know, in case you wanted to know what the hint was to read those two or something. Or that the answer was Scorpio or something. Whatever. Who cares? Wow, just a lot of these spiders here, huh? Back attacked by the garbage enemies. That's fine. Alright, come on, get me to the ship. This encounter rate feels a little strong today. I guess it kind of makes sense what with the plot that happened. But, there we go. Alright, back to our airship. And you know what? It's time for us to go shopping. Let's go start off. We've had good results from Estogaza. Let's go see what they've got in store for us over there. Like, surely it'll be something good, right? Surely there's gonna be good items in this place that usually has had good items, and it's blocked. Yeah, so whatever Cooch is doing is making the Aoife tree kind of go shit crazy as well. And in addition to the kryptonite fog, there are some new tree roots that are in certain places, which will cause us some profound issues when it comes to obtaining certain items in certain places. However, you will be happy to know that we can still do the cotton robe trick for infinite money. Like, technically you have to go to the shop in Burmecia to get the steepled hats now because they're not at Black Mage Village anymore. But I did that in the first place because it was closer, regardless of the fact that you take an encounter. Anyway, I'm getting on my bird because I find that to be a little easier to use. Just because requiring flat ground for landings can be a bit of a pain in the butt. Most places we need to go to have some sort of forest nearby. Let not allow me to... Okay, fine. I guess I'll just manually fly there. Fast travel is an airship only thing, I guess. Oh, by the way, since I see the shadow here now, why don't I show this off? There's a place to land, right? Yeah. Alright, so here is Chocobo's Air Garden. If feed the bird a dead pepper, and that's not how that's supposed to go, I don't think. Do I have to, like, rise up into the air to get... I don't remember how this works now. Okay, that's good. I'm a fool. At this point, most of you know that. Let's just try going straight up or something. That doesn't work, right? Okay, no. So I forget how to get back into Chocobo's air garden. I'll have to look into it. But I was going to show the location off just to show the location off. It kind of moves around the map a couple places, so you will have to check the map once you have access to it to know where it's going to be. But for now, we're heading to Takero to go and see what we can do in terms of buying new gear for ourselves. Or, if nothing else, to make a shopping list, because we're actually a little bit strapped for cash at the moment. We might have to go and do a little bit of recovering of that. Ooh, alright. I see you've got something pretty strong there in the Ultima Sword. Let's pick that up. We've got a Holy Lance already. Avenger, Kaiser Knuckles. Fork that I bought far too many of. Power Wrists. Oh, those are looking pretty good. Just a second, everybody. Yeah, okay, hey everybody, sorry I'm not done yet. Soon. Soon, yes, I know. Mom said it's your time on the Xbox. Aegis gloves are only for Steiner for some reason. Alright. Alright, sure, why not? Why not? Not the strangest thing I've ever heard of in this game. Kaiser Helm for... Apparently that's well, I think it's because it's picking a very specific stat there. Ninja Gear, one of those. Carabini Mail, 2 of them, I suppose. Dragon Mail, that will be an ultimate armor of some sort for Freya. So let's go about equipping everybody with the new stuff they've got. So, yeah, that's much better for Zidane, just in general. How about that Power Wrist? How's that do? That seems pretty good. But I don't know if it's going to be much of a VV thing. Nor really for Garnet, for that matter. The Light Robe is kind of good enough for her at the moment. Holy Miter for a hat still. Maybe equip the Circlet later. But for now, that'll do. Coronet on Vivi. Egoist Armlet, we place that with a Dragon Wrist. Robe of Lords, right, you're still learning Reflect Null from that. So, not time to move that over to anybody else yet. Kaiser Helm for Steiner. Defender is going to stay on him, but eventually he's going to be able to get the Ultima Sword, which gets Stock Brick, which is a very strong piece of equipment. Aegis Gloves, Platinum Armor, you had that, yes. Alright, so we're good to go on equipment for everybody for the moment. Where's the synth shop? That's a sales clerk. Which, admittedly, I probably should restock all of these because it annoys me to see them not be maxed out. Including the tent. Come on. Get with the program, me. Engineer Z-Bolt. Yeah, you're that guy from that place. Synth Man will be over here. Yeah, the synthesis expert. What have you got for us that I don't have yet? Well, you've got Glutton's Robe available. I need to remember to pick that up for Aquina. White robe, black robe. Mostly just more accessories. Is this all stuff that we already have at least a couple of? We can get more rebirth rings if we want to spend diamonds. Pearl Rouge, the cost of moonstones. Ew, that's not good. I don't like that. Thief gloves aren't really good choices at this point. Excuse me, I tried to reduce the noise and it just made it worse. No need for that, sir. Nothing in the books for us to pick up. But yes, let us finish off that Chocobo stuff real quick with the getting that dive spot. Oh yeah, we gotta get into the forest in order to take off. Right. Get airborne, and it's over in the vicinity of Lost Continent. Okay, yeah, no, that's Vile Island. It's the wrong direction for us. It's in the middle of this area, isn't it? I think means that we have to land first. And let me guess, there's no forests on this landmass. No, there is one. Right here. Be like right around here, I think. Other side, maybe? Yeah, it's nice and relaxed. pretty good. Oh no, there it is. I see the bubbles. It's very subtle, but they are there. Alright, feed the dead pepper. And Shoko goes nuts and dives under the water, and it was not there. So it's... Oh no, the whole sea has got like weird little glittery sparkles, so... I'm just sort of imagining it a little bit, I guess. Other side of the area, is that going on? Like, yeah, again, I have a list open for these because I'm bad at finding them, and it says that it's not available until disc 4, and also that it's where the Shimmering Island was, which I think I'm in the area for that. It's deep water. Unless it's like over here. No, that's shallow water. Screenshot shows deep water all around. I might have to do other stuff before this becomes available, which would be quite odd if so. Back over here. Yeah, no, it doesn't say that. So if I try more on the other side of things. And let's try screenshot, see if I can create a little bit. Okay, I think... Face back towards the land. Okay, no, it's inside the circle. I'm definitely going about this a foolish way, but that's okay. I'm real bad at this, so, like... There we go. Okay, so the bubbles don't show up for some reason. We get 10 aquamarines. We get the Ultima weapon. Heck yeah. We find one Maximilian. And we find one Invincible card. If we're not collecting the cards, so... The Invincible is thrown out into the ocean, and that I do not care too much about, really. I'm not that broken up about it. But we should probably find ourselves a way to get back onto land. Maybe switch over to the airship. As we emerge from the kryptonite fog briefly, it undarkens our view for a moment, only for us to descend back into it. Alright, now get off the bird. And let's go ahead and equip ourselves with that Ultima weapon. Attack 100. Minor downside that its ad status is sleep, so you can't quite do the same level of shenanigans that you can with Soul Blade the way you can with the Sargatanas or with the one of these is like really stupid other than that. I forget which, but on the other hand, who cares? You can usually just outmuscle most of your enemies decently with that, so good enough for me. Gonna equip the circlet over that, and yes, we are basically good to go. The Maximilian here is a pretty good defensive option for Steiner, but we're not doing that just yet because he needs his auto regen, even if we're not gonna likely use it very much. But indeed, any of that stuff will have to be next time. Because finally, we're finished with this session. I apologize for how much longer it took for all those side quests, but listen, there were a lot of cutscenes.